Alright, we're back out in this field. I'm going to call this the large cent field. Barry and his wife found 7 large cents 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 2 weekends ago. Barry found one today already and a fatty Indian. And I just dug a large cent here, I believe. Yeah, it looks pretty toasted. Yeah, maybe not. Yep, it's a large cent. I can see 1 cent right there. Alright, I found another large cent. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home. Alright, I just found I think it's a half dime. Come in at 11:30 on the E-track. Real thin. I think it's a 3 cent piece.
3 cent piece?
I think it's a 3 cent piece, but I'm not sure. I'll get some water and clean it up. I'll get back with you. Yeah, there it is. It's an I think it's an 1852 3 cent silver. Sweet. Man, that thing is tiny. I never imagined they were that small. Well, we're running out of light here, but here's the large cent that Barry found today. 1852 it looks like. And he found one of the Bank of Canada tokens. Found a fatty Indian. Unsure of the date on that one. And a nice flat button. And here's what he found out there a week before last. There's a 2 cent piece.
Just keep going.
So how many is that?
10 total.
So that's 10 total large cents found out in that field. Alright, we give up on that field. We're out here at this old house. We're going to try it out. We've hunted that field down there. There used to be a house down there, and found a lot of nice old coins and relics, so we're going to try this house. It's on the same map. Alright, I just dug a Washington. I've already cleaned it off. It's covered in iron. 1958. Looks like I might have hammered it with my digger too. Got a little beauty mark right there. Oh, yeah, hopefully it ain't too windy, but I just got another silver here. It's like a rosy. 1952. Alright, we're still out here at this old house, and Barry just dug up this bell. Crotal bell. And I just dug up a regular bell. Alright, well, here's the finds for the week. We'll start off with the clad. Some memorials. 3 clad dimes. No clad quarters this week. On Tuesday night, we hit a farm field that Barry and his wife had hit a couple weeks ago. I ended up finding an 1830 large cent. It cleaned up okay. You almost can't read the date, but it's there, 1830. And this large cent. This was Tuesday night, 1854. And on Tuesday night I also found my first 3 cent silver. Pretty neat little coin. And Barry found one large cent, one U.S. large cent, and a Bank of Montreal Canada token. It basically looks just like a large cent, different pattern. I think they're just slightly larger, but they may be the same size. It was 1844, I think. 1840 something. And he also found a 1860 fatty Indian. And then on Saturday, the 1st, we hit a farmhouse. I ended up finding 6 wheat cents, 1958 Washington quarter. Got a lot of iron staining on it. A lot of it washed off though. I'm just going to leave the rest of it. I could probably polish it off with some baking soda, but I'm not going to. And I found a Roosevelt dime, 1952. They were all deep. Everything there was deep, 8-9 inches, and that's the wheat cents. The shallowest wheat cent I dug was probably 6 or 7. Everything was deep, fill dirt everywhere. So all the old coins are going to be really deep. It's on the 1870s map, but with all the fill dirt, doubtful we're going to find any of the real old coins. Let's see. Barry found. Oh, I also found this. Pretty neat old bell, brass bell. And I found this spoon here. Nice spoon that was. I'm not sure if it was a spoon. It was. I mean, if you look at it, it was made into a scraper of some sort, or if it was originally meant to be that way. I don't know if they were using it to scrape cast iron griddle or what the deal was, but it's like it says Waldo something or another on there. And Barry found a couple Crodal bells and a handful of wheat cents. I thought I'd show a little quick comparison of this 3-cent piece. I didn't realize exactly how small they were. This is the only coin I dug. These other coins I did not dig. I'm trying to use period coins. But there it is compared to a dime. I mean, look at the thickness of that thing. Look how thin it is. Unbelievably thin. And this is a 3-cent nickel of the same period. You can see the difference in what they look like and the size difference. But look at the thickness. I mean, it's just unbelievably thin. And here's a seated half dime. These are a lot closer in size, but it's still smaller. I've never dug a half dime, so I initially thought this was going to be a half dime. When I popped it off, I could kind of see the little pillars on there, so then that's when I thought it was a 3-cent piece. But the thickness is just, and it's hard to tell on that half dime, but it's so thin, it's just unbelievably thin. I mean, if you compare it to a fingernail, they're just unbelievably thin. That was a good field though. This field produced 17 cents so far. Doesn't seem like much, but when you count it out, it's 11 large cents, 1 Bank of Canada large cent, a 2-cent piece, and a 3-cent piece. That's pretty darn good. That's a lot of coins out of that one field. It's got beans coming up in it now, so we're going to wait till this fall to hit it again, but I'll bet we get a few more coins out of that field. Anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching. Happy hunting, and hopefully I'll see you next week.